Hey everybody, it's Mars, and today I decided to do an anime review. That's right. Okay, so this one is Revolutionary Girl Utena. And this anime, it's 39 episodes. It's an older anime. It came out in 1997, and it's produced by JC Staff and Tokyo TV, I think, and amongst others, but it's an older anime, so if you watch anime, the older ones, they have the pointy jaws and the pointy noses and the big dreamy sparkly eyes. But this anime is so strange. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Sailor Moon, but in like a whole other level. So here, I wrote it down. It's drama, fantasy, shoujo, and psychological. And psychological I can see because it's out there. It's definitely out there. So this is my thoughts on the whole 39 episodes that I watched. And yeah, so this is my thoughts on it. So it's about a girl who, her parents die when she's young, and she's just extremely sad and feels very depressed and doesn't see why it's worth living, that she should have died as well. And suddenly this prince comes along and tells her that like she's gonna be fine, gives her a rose ring and says that if you wear this ring you'll find me again in the future. So she's just like so impressed of how valiant this prince was that she wants to be just like a prince. So she becomes like this huge tomboy, and she's got pink long hair, and she goes to this private school. I forget what the school's called. And it has to do, like, it's so strange. Like, okay, so she's wearing this ring, and there's like a whole group of people that have this rose ring, and it's like the student council, and there's a, what is it, the Rose Bride, and if you win at a duel with a sword fighting in this, it's weird. It's so weird. Like, I don't even know how to describe this. Okay, so you go to this school and she meets these people, and suddenly she's challenged like to a duel, and she goes up, and there's like these forests behind the school academy that nobody's allowed to go to. She goes, and there's like this door, and she tries to open the door, and because she's wearing the ring, the water drop goes right on the window, and it like opens up this huge like entryway, and it's like this song that always plays, like Zettai Ume Mokushiro, and that song was stuck in my head. Like during the fight scenes, they're singing songs about like it's so funny because the songs go with like the fighting. That's why it kind of reminded me of Sailor Moon, but it's weird. Okay, so she goes in, and she's walking up the stairs serious, and then she goes up there, and there's the Rose Bride, which is Himemiya. And Utena's like, I guess it all started because, what's his name? Saionji. He's got green hair, and he's like this asshole that works on student council, and he is engaged to the Rose Bride, which is Himemiya. And she saw Himemiya and Saionji together, and Saionji just like slaps her, and she falls to the floor, and she gets slapped like 1,000,001 times throughout this episode. It's like slapping and dueling, and I'm surprised there weren't any white gloves involved. But so she's like, how dare you do that to her, and blah 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 blah, and I guess that's why she ended up going to the duel. But it's hilarious. So Himemiya is a Rose Bride, and she has this sword because she has the power of Dios inside her. So the sword comes out, and whoever has a sword has the ability to revolutionize the world. That's like what it's about. And so she wins the duel and has Himemiya, and it's like this constant battle between like people trying to battle Utena. So there's Judy, which is on the student council, and I guess she's gay because she's in love with her old friend, and there's like this whole backstory behind that, which is actually really good and sad in a way, because she's in love with her old friend, and her old friend, like out of spite, tried to hook up with this guy that she thought Judy was in love with, but So she's got like this cold, ice cold personality. And then there's Himemiya, which is the Rose Bride, and she's just like does whatever people tell her to do. So if you win these duels, then she becomes your bride and you can do whatever you want with her. That's how it is. And Utena's like, I want her to be my bride because I want her to have a real life and be a real girl and experience life. So she's not being slapped around by Saionji. And Saionji's just like, whatever. He's like obsessed with Himemiya and he wants to revolutionize the world, and he has journals that they have an exchange diary, which is hilarious within itself. So then there's Miki. Miki, why the hell does he have that stopwatch? I could not figure it out. Like the whole series, he'd be talking and the stopwatch, 29 seconds. To talking again, 17 seconds. I'm like, what is the deal with the stopwatch? Does anybody know? Like, I can see psychological, but what the hell's the deal with this? I don't know. Then there is Toga, and he's like this playboy guy, and they have like this whole, they know how to make the guys look all dashing. So Toga is like the playboy redhead, and I don't know what the deal is with this, but they for some reason have the need to, whenever they start yelling, their shirt flies open and their pants unzip. It's hilarious. And there's always like hints of shonenai too, where it's like guy on guy, and then girl on girl with Utena and Himemiya, and like the scenes of when they lay down together and hold hands, and like you don't know which way Utena's gonna go. Like she kind of wants to go both ways, but she ends up sleeping with the end of the world guy. What's his name? Akiko, I think. Akiko? Who is formerly Dios. I don't know. It's a really complicated story. But Toga has a sister named Nanami. And Nanami is like the stuck-up girl that would laugh in every anime that you see that goes, ah. Well, she's one of those. So she's in love with her brother. She's got like the brother complex. And then she finds out that Toga's not her brother. Oh no. Yeah. And then there's, who else? Oh, there's Mikage, which is the pink-haired guy. And throughout like halfway of the season, they start to have the Black Rose, which they have the power of making people and their evil thoughts come out. And bringing out the evil is what helps fight Utena, because they're trying to beat her. Because it ends up being like this whole psychological twist at the end. But that ends up coming and going, and it's weird. I don't know. It's like the show is so weird that I liked it. Like, if I had to scale it 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I think I would give it a 7. But it's a very interesting show. It can get kind of childish, but I like the whole humor. Like, they would have bits and pieces of where they would be talking, and then you can see a shadow, like a shadow drama character going in the background in between. The dialogue is funny. It's an interesting anime. If you have time on your hands and you want to watch 39 episodes, I say go for it. I watched it over the weekend. Woo, my life is exciting. But yeah, so it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's really good. A lot of people say that they watched it during their time when they were young, and I'm like, whoa, because there's like sex, a lot of sex, and then I don't know, I can't get over the whole like when the guys scream and they take photos of themselves on cars, like posing with like their shirt open and their pants undone. It's freaking hilarious. So that is my review. I think it's a pretty good anime. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of Sailor Moon, but the rated R version. But yeah, if you guys like anime reviews, let me know. Right now I'm rewatching Vampire Knight, so I don't know if I want to do a review on that. I don't know. I probably won't, but I kind of consider doing a review on Nana. But I hope you guys are having a great week. If there's any animes that you recommend, let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.